All right, Brandi, these are the two things that you like to hear in the business sports world. Attendance is up and popularity is outstanding. So, that said, tell me about the Bay Area bringing in the Women's Soccer League.
Well, the NWSL has now been around 10 years, which is phenomenal because this is the third iteration of professional women's sports in the US. And, the fact that we have now outlasted the other leagues is saying, to your point, attendance and popularity are, going through the roof. And so we're very hopeful and we're very excited about where women's soccer is now, but where it will be. And I think that's the thing we're the most excited about. What we know about our community is champions live and play here. We've got every single male professional sports team has won some sort of championship here. And we understand that the people that live in our community and our greater communities love our sports. But what's missing is there is no women's professional sports in this area. And the fact is that if you took Northern California as a state alone, we would have either the number one or number two population of people playing from rec soccer to elite soccer. And so we think it's a no-brainer. We've loved teams here before. We invite the women's national team with open arms every time they come. We fill the stadiums. The last, I think, this is a rough statistic, but Stanford and Santa Clara have won the last 5 out of 6 national championships. And we've been in the Final Fours for that long. I mean, women's soccer belongs here. And what we want to do is we want to gain some information about our population. And we want people to, come and let us know how much they love women's soccer and join our collective group so that we can bring it back.
You, Slayton, Wagner, Osborne, I know all of you. You're smart women. And so you don't make a move without thinking it through first. So give me a sense of kind of how it all started, because that's a power lineup to formulate this franchise.
Well, there's no doubt in that. Danielle Slayton, Leslie Osborne, Allie Wagner, and myself. We have had so many great experiences through the game here at Santa Clara, but also with the women's national team. And we all played in different teams throughout the former leagues. And what we all recognize is that we have a great community here. We have, historically and traditionally speaking, we have people who understand the game. They are invested in the game personally, whether that's as, in coaching roles or playing roles or supporting their kids playing. And so, we thought, what are we doing? We need to get back involved with this great game. And so we said, let's join each other and let's do this thing. And so that's where we are right now. We are letting the league know that we're very interested. We want to gain information from people like yourself who are going to say, yes, women's soccer belongs here in our Bay Area. And we want to bring a team back. So we're going to find and turn over every rock and every stone possible to make this happen, because we believe in it.
Well, if I could just peel back the onion just a little bit, the old saying is, strike while the iron is hot. Did it start with like a series of texts where it's like, hey, we got to do something, and then it just took on a life of its own?
I believe it really started when we saw San Diego and Angel City, and we said, hey, they've had women's soccer in their communities, and so have we. And we are the perfect bridge between the north, Seattle and Portland, and the south, San Diego and Los Angeles. And we could create this incredible West Coast powerhouse of women's soccer for the NWSL. And so, yes, the text messages start going, and, even talking to our friends, Julie Foudy's and the Abby Wambachs and the Mia Hams in other places, to say, what do you think about this? And of course, we all want soccer to really proliferate everywhere, because we know that the population is very great. Women's soccer and girls playing soccer is grown exponentially. And so we know that there's also a fan base that loves to watch it. So this is the beginning of something really fantastic.
I always say numbers don't lie, Brandi. And when I saw this stat, I was like, whoa, I get 13% of the league, Bay Area ties, 35% of the national women's soccer team, Bay Area ties?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. So we got something. We know that we have a population that will not only develop, grow, support, and influence college soccer, professional soccer. It's happening right here. And so we're asking you, the viewer, to have your voice be heard. Do you want women's professional soccer here in the Bay Area? And if so, join us. We want to bring it to you.
You run soccer camps almost every day. You've seen the popularity of this, and just not be humble for just a second. I mean, you girls are rock stars. You're household names for as long as I can remember. Why do you think there's just such a landslide of popularity toward the women's game?
It's beautiful. The women's game is beautiful. It's competitive. It's talented. You know, it delivers on so many different levels. I think for the young female women population, it's a place to go to look at people who look like you doing the thing that you love. So I think that was really when the WUSA started here, and we became the first ever champions of women's professional soccer in this country with the Bay Area Cyber Rays. There was this aha moment by a population of people who was like, I've never seen anything like this, because nobody showed up looking like me. So I think now, because we've had the 91 World Cup and the 96 Olympics and then the 1999 World Cup, and followed by the 2015 and 2019 US national teams that have won the World Cup, it's undeniable that there's a population of people who love this game, and they will show up, and they show up pretty loud, and they show up very energetic and enthusiastically. And for me, I think I said this to Danielle Slayton today, whoever decides to put women's soccer here in this community is going to do great things, because nobody right now is investing in it, and it's blowing up. So I'd say this is like, get your money in now, because women's soccer is here to stay, and it's only growing.
All right, two more and we'll get out of here. First of all, the World Cup is coming to Levi's Stadium, and I just have to believe that in some way you and your group and the popularity maybe had a hand in it to sway the decision to come here?
Well, I think what we did was we put all our best foot forward. We talked about 1994. We talked about having Brazil being hosted at Santa Clara University. They went on to be World Cup champions. You know, the impact that it had here, but also why people love to come here. We have everything necessary. We've got the ocean, we've got the mountains, we've got innovation, we've got ideation, we've got world-changing people here. Like, who doesn't want to be in Northern California, honestly? So we are proud of where we're from. We know that the people we are is because we had the support necessary here from our community. And we want to bring something not only that will showcase our geography, but it will showcase the people that live here and give them a chance to celebrate. But also, honestly, beyond that, we want to change the way that people look at women's soccer and way that people consume women's soccer and what it means on a global scale. I mean, we're big thinkers. We're not thinking about one team in one place for a small group. We want to make a big splash, because we know that soccer is the language spoken by the world, and it can be spoken here.
I don't even know what your best foot forward is, because you can score with either one.
Hey!
All right, last one from me. What happens now?
Well, we will be reaching out to everybody to say, join us and let us know that you want women's soccer in this community, and let's have a groundswell of undeniable potential to the league. And when we do that, we will bring a team back to this great Bay Area. I can hardly wait for women's soccer to put on a jersey and a team to run out onto the field to make this community proud.
Well, I can't wait to see all this unfold. I can't wait to see who's going to wear number 6. We know that's your number.
Maybe that will be me. You never know. I'll get my knee replaced, and maybe I'll run back out onto the field.
No. Stay where you are, just running the show and calling the shots. Hey, Brandi, thanks for a few minutes and continued success.
Thank you so much, Vern. We appreciate you as always. And I would say for the greater good of sports in our community, you have done tremendous service. So thank you. And everybody be on the lookout through social media channels on how they can become a part of our team.
Awesome.